From a world champion getting suspended for dissing the Pro League to another world champion forfeiting over 3,000 pro points for his team, these are 5 times Call of Duty pros got suspended and fined. And first, we've got to showcase the very first world champion that was taken care of by the league, Patrick "Aches" Price. After winning the Call of Duty World Championship in 2014, Aches and the Complexity brand were soon bought by Evil Geniuses, one of the biggest organizations in the world at the time. But as MLG started forcing all players to stream their pro online league matches on MLG.tv, this caused a lot of tension for EG as they were sponsored by Twitch, and Aches was not happy with this situation at all. I mean, he had a solid argument. You see, at the time, the salaries of pro players were slim. More specifically, one of the only teams that were paying their players at the time was Complexity, and they were bagging a whopping $500 a month. So with the MLG forcing all players to stream on their site, players would lose thousands from their Twitch streams, where they had amassed most of their followers. So yeah, after that, Patrick Price let out all of his frustrations on Twitter by arguing with multiple MLG employees. Following these encounters, MLG had enough and put out a statement on July 23rd, 2014, stating that he had violated technical foul rules and was suspended from competing for the next few games.
As you may have seen on Twitter just a few moments ago, MLG has announced that Aches has been suspended once again and can't participate in Season 3 matches due to continual harassment of MLG and UMG employees. Now, he's been suspended for 2 games starting September 3rd. This is on top of already his prior 4-game suspension. So a total of 6 games so far for Aches, due to his posting on Twitter and other social media forums. So
moving parts that kind of limited us to what we could do. But yeah, so we were sponsored by Twitch. So if we streamed on another platform, we were breaking our contractual rights to EG. Yeah. We obviously couldn't sign with MLG TV, which they were forcing to, stream on their platform. And that was at the time, affecting our livelihood, right? Like salaries then were not anything crazy. I think, it's crazy looking back. During our whole Complexity run, I think we were on like $500 a month, and we were the only team that was on salary at the time. It was like 2013 and 2014. It was super low. And then we were promised a big raise once EG bought us out. Things were changing, and then it was on hold, and we couldn't stream. That was affecting income, and I know Krim was super mad about that because his stream started to do really well. His whole funny personality, robotic, whatever, was starting, and it just tensions kind of got really high, and we were still expected to win.
Well, we all know Patrick Price wouldn't leave it at that. The next morning, Aches would post a selfie on Twitter, clearly still mocking MLG's actions against him, and also posted this: "What a savage." But fast forward to 2018, and another world champion would get himself in trouble, which ultimately resulted in his retiring from the Call of Duty competitive scene. See, Adam "Kilo" Sloss would be banned from competing for 6 months during CWL 2018, alongside 5 more pro players, including Neslo and Flawless. And Kilo wouldn't be the only one retiring after the incident. Neslo actually announced his retirement just 2 days prior to Killa by posting his retirement video on YouTube and denying any accusations he received. The reason behind their suspension? See, all 6 pro players were accused of account ringing, as stated by the CWL 2018 rulebook. Participants shall not conduct or promote any act of ringing, playing using an account other than their own during the competition. The suspension stayed behind closed doors, but players who were caught ringing usually get a $1,000 fine as well. So what exactly happened? Well, Killa apparently tried competing in national circuits, but he impersonated or played on an account of a Canadian national circuit team and got busted. Unfortunately, that's all we could find about their suspensions. If anyone has the beans, please spill them in the comment section below. In the year prior, pro player Assault was playing for Cloud9, one of the best teams in North America. But during the Call of Duty World League MLG Atlanta Open, his team disappointed and finished in 17th to 20th place. After his team's final match, Assault allegedly shoved Anthony "Drama" Padilla, a player for the Gosu Crew Blue, who knocked Cloud9 out of the competition. competition. As a result of these actions, Activision decided to strip Assault of the 3,000 pro points that he had gained at the MLG Atlanta event. MLG stated that Assault will forfeit his 3,000 points due to violations of the CWL Code of Conduct. But check this out. 15-year-old Scrap also took part in the controversial incident, replying, "Why?" under the official MLG post. 15-year-old Scrappy was ready to insult any officials that would potentially reply to him. But in 2016, two of the GOATs of competitive Call of Duty managed to get a temporary suspension during CWL Stage 2 after allegedly insulting league officials. You see, on June 28th, Optic Gaming fell to Luminosity 3-1. But what truly happened was that, well, Optic was seen lagging throughout the series and requested a replay, which sounded fair by looking at the gameplay. But Optic got denied a replay by an admin, and both Damon Karma Barlow and Ian Crim6 Porter had enough, taking to social media to express their frustrations. And what do you know, complaining on social media is apparently a violation of the Call of Duty World League's policy. So it came to no surprise on July 1st when both Karma and Crim6 announced that they would be fined by the CWL and suspended for the next game. At the time of the announcement, Optic Gaming was set to face off against Dream Team, which had struggled and was in 8th place. With no substitutes available, Optic Gaming was unable to replace either suspended player, leaving Dream Team to claim a 3-0 forfeit victory. Crim6 also decided to break his silence and speak about his suspension on his YouTube channel.
In this video, I just want to talk about, I really wish that I was told or a specific reason or a specific public statement or something I said to an admin that got me fined, suspended. I'm sure Damon will tell you guys what he said. It was actually pretty funny. You couldn't do what Damon did. I was like semi-complaining, but it wasn't like they said I was like ruining the image of the league. And all I really was doing was saying that the way 100 Thieves is playing is kind of pathetic. And then everything that happened in the LG match when the host was lagging, I kept that all in the DMs. I didn't tweet anything out. I think that entire day I tweeted 3 things. Or no, I tweeted 2 things. I tweeted onions fucking suck, and then I tweeted at LOL esports and I said send help. But that's all I really did. And then I'll show you, I'll put up the 100 Thieves tweets. But I don't really know what I did. I think, honestly, if I got fined for the retweet, I retweeted someone who made a Spaceballs reference. You know, the guy in the command center with the white helmet on and he's cross-eyed. And someone said, you know, and added me and Damon and said, we can assure you the CWL has the best people working on it as of this moment. And it was just a picture of the fucking Spaceballs dude. So I thought that was pretty funny. And if I got fined for that, I completely agree. When I retweeted it, I was like, yeah.
Of course, we couldn't make a list of Call of Duty pros getting suspended and fined without including the one and only Jimbo, who will probably and hopefully go down as the only player to get banned mid-match in a LAN environment. But before we get to that part of Jimbo's professional Call of Duty career, we gotta jump just 2 years prior, where Jimbo was suspended for the first time, and this time it was for threatening Kismet that he'll, quote, shoot him in the head.
Fuck out my lobby, bitch. Like that, you're gonna get shot in the head.
I thought Casey was hosed.
I'm gonna get shot in the head, motherfucker. Who the fuck you think you are, motherfucker?
Jimbo
Where the
said he would shoot you
motherfucker.
in the head. What the fuck?
He says he'll shoot you in the head? The fuck? Holy shit. Hey, who said to shoot who?
Jimbo just said he would shoot Matt in the head.
Oh god. To double check his bag for show.
Of course, with these comments towards a fellow competitor, he got himself banned from competing in the challengers scene for 3 months. Now let's fast forward to 2023 at the Call of Duty World Championship. Jimbo was playing under Team Orbit at the time and was kicked from the lobby as his account got banned during an official Hardpoint match against Omit. And as you might have guessed, he and his team got forfeited from the biggest tournament of the year. I mean, if you don't care about your own professional career, the least you could do is care a little bit for your teammates that you took down with you. Jimbo is one of a kind. Oh, and we also forgot to mention that time Nadeshot got himself permanently suspended for using the HBR. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch these Call of Duty players that were caught cheating.